Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, everyone. Your friend Nightcrawler here. Welcome to Creepy World. Let us begin. Forget everything you think you know about Antarctica. This frozen desert isn't just ice. It hides dark secrets, inexplicable disappearances, and phenomena that still defy explanation. So get comfortable, dim the lights, because these are 7 chilling mysteries of Antarctica. The vanishing act of the Wren submarine. Early 2024. The autonomous submarine Wren, on a mission under West Antarctica's Dodson ice shelf, made an astounding discovery, never before seen: tear-shaped structures and complex erosion patterns suggesting a hidden, ancient world beneath the ice. Scientists were thrilled, believing Wren had unlocked a geological secret, but their excitement turned to dread. On its very next dive, the Wren vanished without a trace. Contact was lost abruptly, as if something had just switched it off. Hours of desperate acoustic calls yielded nothing. Had it been trapped in a hidden crevice? Or, more chillingly, did something down there attack it? Despite an exhaustive 500-km search, not a single piece of the Wren was ever found. Its final, groundbreaking discoveries are all we have left. We may never know what else it could have revealed or what silenced it in its last moments. The eerie disappearance of Carl Dish on May 8, 1965. Carl Dish, a 26-year-old physicist at Antarctica's Bird Station, walked from his isolated radio noise building towards the main complex, a mere 2 km away. A safety rope marked the path through the blizzard, but Dish didn't follow it. His footprints veered off course, deeper into the storm, then simply stopped, as if he'd evaporated. A search was launched, but the relentless 40°C winds and snow quickly erased his tracks. Dish was declared missing, presumed dead from hypothermia. His body never found. Was it disorientation, a hidden crevasse, or a tragic accident? Some whispered of a personal crisis or even a Cold War abduction. But the most unsettling theory points to the paranormal. Strange lights were seen that night, and years later, a mysterious radio transmission claimed to be Carl, alive but tortured. Was he abducted by something not of this world? The truth remains buried under the ice. The Wilkes-Land gravitational anomaly. In 2006, scientists studying Antarctica from space made a jaw-dropping discovery: a massive gravitational anomaly beneath Wilkes-Land in East Antarctica. Something enormous and incredibly dense lies hidden under the ice, so heavy it subtly increases the local gravity. Its shape, a colossal, 500-km wide circular crater roughly double the size of the Chicxulub crater that wiped out the dinosaurs. This suggests an impact so devastating it might have caused the Permian-Triassic extinction, Earth's deadliest known event. While officially attributed to a meteorite, theories abound. Could it be a giant, unknown volcanic formation, the remnants of an ancient, lost civilization? Or, venturing into the truly bizarre, a gargantuan alien spacecraft buried millennia ago, or even an entrance to a hollow Earth? For now, this profound scar on our planet remains an absolute enigma, reminding us how little we truly know about our own world. Secret Nazi bases and polar UFOs. When we talk about Antarctic mysteries, the whispers of secret Nazi bases are impossible to ignore. It is a historical fact that Nazi Germany sent an expedition to Antarctica in the late 1930s, claiming a sector called New Swabia. After 1945, rumors exploded. High-ranking Nazis had fled to Antarctica, establishing a secret underground base to continue developing advanced technology, including Nazi UFOs. These supposed flying saucers were rumored to be incredibly advanced, perhaps even collaborating with extraterrestrial beings. Then came Operation High Jump in 1946, a massive U.S. military expedition led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd. While officially for polar training, many believed it was a covert mission to combat this alleged Nazi stronghold. Its early termination only fueled the fire. Byrd himself was quoted in a Chilean newspaper, supposedly warning the U.S. to prepare for attacks from flying objects, capable of traversing from pole to pole at incredible speeds. Was this a direct reference to UFOs encountered in Antarctica, or a statement taken out of context? Regardless, the legend of a battle between U.S. forces and polar Nazi UFOs became etched into popular imagination, complete with tales of unknown ray weapons, alien craft emerging from the water, and a supposed cover-up to silence Byrd. UFOs and enigmatic structures. Beyond the post-war theories, Antarctica has seen documented UFO sightings that made headlines. In 1965, personnel from Argentine, Chilean, and US scientific bases reported anomalous flying objects soaring over the Antarctic sky. Witnesses described shining, lenticular crafts performing impossible maneuvers during the perpetual winter night. Official reports confirmed the observations, but offered no explanation. For UFO enthusiasts, this was proof that even Earth's most remote corners are visited. For skeptics, it was meteors or secret experiments. With the satellite age and internet, theories have only grown wilder. People pore over Google Earth images, claiming to find everything from a huge pyramid emerging from the ice to perfectly symmetrical circular entrances to alleged underground bases, and even vast underwater shadows interpreted as giant submarines or crashed alien ships. Perhaps the most fantastical, yet chilling, theory is that of the hollow Earth, that our planet is hollow and habitable inside, with openings at both poles. Some conspiracists swear Antarctica holds a hidden entrance to this subterranean world, used by Nazis or extraterrestrials. They tell tales of explorers discovering temperate valleys hidden behind mountains, teeming with strange vegetation and lost cities. No real evidence exists, of course, but the persistence of these narratives shows our fascination with this white continent. Its inaccessibility and inhospitable nature make us wonder, if someone wanted to hide something from the world, where better than Antarctica? The forbidden game of chess let us step away from extraterrestrial theories and dive into a very human horror that unfolded in Antarctica. There is a strange rule at Russian Antarctic stations: chess is forbidden. This rule dates back to the Soviet era, and its origin is truly chilling. Vostok Station, one of the most remote and extreme places on Earth, holds records for the lowest temperatures ever recorded. In the brutal winter of 1959, a group of Soviet scientists endured the polar night. To maintain sanity amidst the glacial monotony, they played chess. Two unnamed researchers were locked in an intense duel one night. The game grew heated, and when one scientist lost, he apparently lost control. Perhaps it was the isolation, perhaps vodka, or a prior personal feud. In an uncontrollable fit of rage, he grabbed an ice pick, a sharp, heavy tool used for breaking ice, and brutally attacked his opponent. The blows were sudden and savage. Witnesses barely reacted as their colleague collapsed, gravely wounded. Blood stained the floor, screams echoed in the eternal silence. Accounts differ on the exact outcome. Some say the victim died, others that he was severely injured, but survived. Given Soviet-era censorship, the incident never made public reports, but the story spread by word of mouth, becoming a chilling legend. Alarmed, Soviet authorities made a drastic decision to prevent a repeat. Chess was banned from all Antarctic bases under their control. Without a doubt, one of Antarctica's most unsettling anecdotes. The mysterious death of Rodney Marks on May 12, 2000, at the most isolated scientific base on Earth, a death as unexpected as it was enigmatic, occurred. Rodney Marks, a brilliant 32-year-old Australian astrophysicist at the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station, was a beloved colleague known for his humor and guitar playing. No one could have imagined tragedy lay in wait. Rodney began feeling ill, experiencing severe nausea, blurred vision, and sharp stomach pain. The base had a doctor, but resources were limited. His symptoms quickly worsened, progressing from discomfort to delirium and breathing difficulties within hours. His colleagues watched, alarmed, as he staggered through the snowy corridors, pale and sweating despite the cold. The doctor was baffled. Rodney's vitals plummeted, and he cold and TB stabilized. In the early hours of May 12, after about 36 hours of agony, Rodney Marks died. Trapped in polar darkness, completely isolated until spring, his body had to be stored in the natural cold for months. Finally, in October, a plane arrived, transporting his body to New Zealand for an exhaustive autopsy. The result was a horrifying surprise. Rodney Marks died of methanol poisoning. Methanol, a highly toxic industrial alcohol, causes blindness and death even in small doses. The autopsy found enough methanol in his blood to suggest he'd consumed a large glass. While used as a solvent and an antifreeze, no one drinks methanol willingly. An accident. Perhaps he mistook it for something else at the makeshift bar, though alcohol was controlled. Suicide. No note, no sign of depression. His colleagues said he was cheerful, planning to marry his girlfriend. This didn't fit, which left the darkest possibility: murder. No obvious conflicts or motives were found among his colleagues, yet if it was murder, the culprit would have administered the poison, then lived alongside the others for months, holding this terrible secret. New Zealand police launched a long investigation, interviewing everyone, inspecting the lab, checking supplies, but the concrete truth never emerged. No one could explain how methanol entered Rodney Marks' system. Officially, his death remains undetermined. This unsolved mystery in the world's most desolate place has fueled theories, a cover-up to avoid bad publicity, or a specific suspect without enough evidence to prosecute. Rodney's colleagues placed a plaque in his memory, remembering the brilliant astrophysicist who studied stars from the darkest place on Earth. But inevitably, his name remains shrouded in this unsettling mystery. More than 2 decades later, Rodney Mark's death is one of Antarctica's great unsolved cases. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and following us on social media. We hope you enjoyed these mysteries. Until next time, I am Masketman.